Hi everyone, it's Thursday. It's Thursday, 4th of February, day before the birthday, and I was a buyer today for a hotel. And I just want to run through it. There's two parts of it really. EOI, which I hate with a passion. Expression of interest, and no disrespect to the agent that had it either. It's just a system. It's nothing to do with them. It's a system I don't like as an agent and as a buyer, which transpires because it's kind of treated like an auction, but it isn't. So excuse me, it's dinner time. It's after 5. So yeah, EOI. So you put your offer in, expression of interest. That's exactly what I did. They'd paid about 400 up front, and I offered about 400, so 430. Non-trading pub, no chattels. So no chattels as in no bar, no beds, no floor coverings upstairs for the 16 bedrooms. A sewer problem. I've had estimates around 330,000 to fix the sewer. Basically it's moving the septic tank, tripling the size of the septic tank, and moving it 100 metres and buying another block of land so that it's far enough away from the accommodation, the expansion accommodation. Because people don't understand, and there's a place up near the Hume Highway that's extremely popular but stinks of raw sewage. And the problem is that people don't understand every guest will use about 300 litres of foul water that goes into the septic tanks, and this is rurally, of course, and that's the challenge, is not having the capacity, or even when you are near capacity, having the capacity to pump it out. So have extraction and organic. So anyway, so let's get back to the deal. So I put an offer exactly 10 years ago, when it had all its chattels. Wasn't trading as a pub, was trading as a bed and breakfast. Lost its, like a lot of rural pubs, lost its license in 2000. Anyway, so it still had all its chattels and stuff, but over the last 12 months, lost them. Gone. Internally, but buggered now. You know, when a place is empty for a year, it starts to deteriorate. So, and the ground, same sort of thing. You know, so quite a bit of work, so pumps, all have to come back. No bar there anymore. Kitchen not functioning, and missing no dishwasher, no deep fryer. The gas oven doesn't work. It has an electric, almost a domestic oven. Oh, it is. It's smaller than a domestic oven, really, of today's standards. No pots and pans, nothing. So had to refit the whole shooting box. You don't realise how much it's going to cost. You know, kegs, lines, taps, just internal tables and chairs, external tables and chairs, restaurant tables and chairs, upgrading the 2 bathrooms upstairs. All these sorts of things you take into consideration, and that's where I'm getting to, is the point that And it's not me versus the vendor, it's vendors entitled to the opinion. When a pub in this region, a series of towns, just sold for 500, totally renovated, trading in town. This one is not in any town. Oh, it's in a town of about 20 people. So it has reasons why I like it, and external reasons. But in going into that process of expression of interest, I express the interest, put down what I want, and got a hostile response. Now, the hostile response is just the reality of the market, and there's hundreds of pubs for sale that haven't traded, and that's what it comes down to. And when you look at those, the cost of bringing them back, it's not cheap. And then you've got to create a market. This one I can create a market very quickly, and it's not relying on locals. There's no way I would buy this if I was going to try and trade a local pub. So the business opportunity I see there, it hasn't been utilised. It's buggered. So I was spending $430. I could trade it out. But the owners, they're not publicans. And they aren't, they pay their payment now, that they paid in cash 400 and something. Now there could be I do know, and I can't say the reasons why they must get a lot more than that. Their expectation is double. A non-trading business, no chattels, and in a building that was built in 1880 that needs dramatic renovation. So that's the part of that. Once my offer was rejected, and I'm counting the dollars for bar fridges, prep fridges, dishwashers, replacing ovens if I have to, and then equipping the kitchen, new flooring upstairs, so that's 500 odd square meters of carpet. All these things taken into consideration, I dodged a big freaking bullet. And it was good. It was a good lesson for me as an agent, because I haven't been in that situation for quite some time. Quite a conservative buyer when I buy, and I kind of know what I'm looking at. I never buy my own stock, never have. Always buy off another agent, and this agent was extremely good. Which normally that is the case, because there's so much business out there, and luckily enough they're experienced agents, and but their response, and I've had to give this response as well. The vendor was extremely angry or some bloody thing, but who cares? It's expression of interest. You did not put a price on the property, and it's not an auction, so I can't bid. There's no contract. So all it is express my interest in this property, and that's exactly what I did. Working backwards, and then sitting down this afternoon and going, okay, the sewer's about $330,000 to change. Kitchen fit out is about, that ended up being about $67,000 to bring it up to code. The cafe style restaurant, you know, there's another 10,000, and chairs and tables and stuff. Crockery, knives, forks, spoons, everything gone. So there's nothing to even if it's older and it fills a space that you can replace once you're up and trading, it's not there. So when you work backwards, it's really only worth 200,000 bricks and mortar. And then there's the bricks and mortar you've got to fix. So the deck upstairs, I believe it needs to be replaced. If you have anything like, let's say, 10 blokes, 100 kilos each, there's 1,000 kilos up there, and I think that balcony would be a disaster waiting to happen. So I believe that the veranda, and it's a 3-sided veranda, needs replacing. Roof needs doing, that needs replacing. So 500 square meters. I know. But yeah, we did have one and it's gone. The little one? Oh, did he? Did someone else grab it?
People were using it.
Anyway, so coming back to the costings and the electrical and plumbing. So they all had to be done. Spare pumps need to be replaced. All these things. You do look at it and you look at a big, beautiful old 1880s building. It's got to be worth something, but in reality, bringing it back to life, which it was already dead when this guy bought it, or this company, ripped up the carpets, and it's empty. So yeah, it's, if they ever came back to me, the reality of bringing it back, bringing the business back. So I'm only interested in bringing the business back. I'm not interested in just buying it and sitting on it for 12 months empty. I can't understand why he did it, really. Why would you buy a pub, leave it empty, and lock it up? Anyway, so that was really, really good, if you get my drift. I was on the other side of the fence, buying off another agent, expression of interest, which I hate, nothing to do with the agent. Agent was great, but expression of interest I just found a waste of time, because I put in my offer and it's rejected. Now where do we go? Well, they've rejected it, so it's at an end and I don't have to come back. So they've lost a buyer. Yeah, pretty solid buyer. And the other thing is, never ever get caught in doing a deal with a deed. If a buyer comes to you with a deed, can it straight away. And we'll talk about that in the next video. Deeds are not good. They're banned from my business, and we will not deal with anybody who wants to buy with a deed. We are back to 10% deposit. That deposit comes in and then the sale summary goes in, not before. So we had a situation where $130,000 deposit was meant to be paid, didn't pay. I paid $1,000, and hence we're chasing money. So long and short, put an offer in on a pub that building I love, position I love, council I love. Unfortunately didn't get it. Expression of interest, hate it. And that's as a buyer, not as an agent. As an agent, I still hate it, and nothing to do with the agent I was dealing with. He was fantastic. So yeah. Now buyer comes to me and goes, well, didn't like that experience. I'm the same. I hope you got something from this. Any questions? Give me a call, 040 297 0217, Brian at brianmcmanusrealestate.com, and look for the next video because it's on deeds. And I'd never come across them before.